I've tried countless times to put into words the adventures we go on and the situations we get into, and I just can't seem to do it. So we're going to show you. We're an international auction company specializing in all things vintage power, antique tractors, vintage cars and trucks, motorcycles, signs, and memorabilia. We're not just auctioneers, we're collectors with a passion for every item we sell. But it's not just about the items, it's also about the people. We get to experience, share, and tell the history of our past. Every day is different in the auction industry. You just never know what's coming next.
This time, we check out some pieces of John Deere history in Illinois and work on some unique 100-year-old tractors in Montana. Roger is in Illinois to see his friend David Jepson. He's thinking about selling some of his father's collection on Roger's Premier Deere auction. David and his father Dennis collected for decades, and together they've accumulated some great pieces of John Deere history.
I always try to get nice ones. They always, I like patina, don't get me wrong, but I like clean too.
Right.
Then some of these hats. Like
I just looked up there. I seen all those hats.
Some of these dealerships, it was like one town, Dwight, Illinois. Well, now they have like 13 stores.
Oh yeah,
Hogan. It was Hogan, then Aaron's Hogan, and Hogan Walker, and then so some of these old hats. It's surprising that there's, but that was Dad for you there. He always was kind of ahead of the curve on things.
Yeah, he sure was. I mean, that's what I said. Everything he collected seemed to be, he picked up the right stuff.
I probably told you the story. He was a good teacher, but, I was going to these toy shows when I was 12 years old, which is 41 years ago, and probably went younger than that, actually. But so we'd go to these toy shows looking for farm toys, which is what I, as a young kid, was into. I'd be looking at toys, and I'd look over, and Dad would be looking at wrenches, oil cans, signs, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's a toy show. Those ain't toys." He goes, "Never mind. I know what I like, So he taught me at a young age that the memorabilia and some of the non-toy items were really nice. They were actually used on the farm or actual dealership items, And so I think that's where my desire to get into the memorabilia strengthened for sure. The toys are fun. I still love them.
Oh yeah.
But he taught me early on to not just stay focused on toys.
Right.
It's fun.
The term memorabilia covers a wide variety of promotional items given away or sold with a company's branding on it. It's a practice still used today with companies like John Deere and Case IH, who also sell farm toys and apparel. Every year, Aumann Auction sells thousands of unique pieces of literature and historical items, ranging from watch fobs to salt and pepper shakers. Almost anything you can imagine was used to promote tractor companies and equipment dealerships. Prices on these items range from tens of dollars to thousands of dollars.
Well, look at the irony here, though. See that one in the corner?
Oh man, that's like a sore thumb.
It is, but that was mine when I was a kid.
No kidding.
So that's a keeper, of course.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's a clean.
in all this sea of green, there's an orange one, which he went to Tractor Supply to get me a John Deere, but they didn't have any Deeres left, so he came back with the Alice. But we had farmed with some Alice back in the day, so
yeah,
it was okay.
Well, it looks like he picked you up a good one anyway.
Yeah, I took care of it.
Yeah.
There's a little crack in the hitch. I turned too tight once with the wagon on the back.
I see a lot of them like that. And it's kind of funny.
That's what's good. If you got to use them, that's why they're fun.
That's right. I see more pedal tractors. I think you got a nice spread of those. Man, I'll tell you what, that Fisher collection. Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pedal tractors last year we did.
Yeah.
We did really well, though. Man, just another banner. Nothing runs like a deer. Got some more toys here in the case.
Yeah, these are like the first runs of Precisions. We, opened them up, put them in the case to enjoy them. And later on, when we ran out of showcase room, then it got to the point where left them in the box.
Right. Now, do you have the boxes for these?
Yes, have all the boxes that are in perfect condition, other than they just wouldn't have the plastic on the tires, you know. They'd be,
Yeah, just displayed them.
just displayed them.
Yeah, well, that's what they were for.
Yeah, and
I think people forget that sometimes, you know.
yeah, the manufacturer might have realized that too, because when they came out with this type of box,
Yeah,
you can leave it in. You can appreciate it, and leave it in the box if you want to leave it in the box. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I didn't realize you had 1/64 scale either. You got a few of those up there too.
Yeah, there's a few.
That's a nice porcelain sign there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John Deere quality farm equipment. Well, that thing shines.
It does. Yep. Remember the day I waxed that up?
Shines better than the one I got at home.
Oh.
I got one of those at home, and it don't shine like that one.
More toys.
Got quite a spread of toys. I even see an orange one or two.
Oh yeah, there's always an orange one sprinkled in. Yeah.
Might take a day or two to sell all this, or get it cataloged, or get it together.
A day or two. Yeah.
A lot of neat stuff down here too. Anything else down here you want to show me? Or it's like you got some snowmobile jackets.
Yeah, there's some snowmobiles here. Yeah, there's a helmet over here, and the file. Oh yeah, some more 64.
Yep.
The file cabinets are full of like manuals.
Oh, okay. You got stuff in there
manuals.
too. Yeah.
Other literature. More.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of
manuals
tech manuals, and so he probably used that stuff.
He did. Yeah, he was. He did not need to take his equipment anywhere for mechanic work. He did it all himself. He came by it so natural and enjoyed it so much, and could diagnose it from 20 feet away.
Yeah.
You know, he could kind of hear it. Oh, he knew right away.
Yeah.
For me, it's like,
Yeah, you either have it or you don't on that thing.
He taught me a lot.
Yeah,
you don't have that natural instinct, and sometimes it gets intimidating.
Yeah.
But he definitely had the natural instinct
about all this, you know, as collectors, father-son deal. I mean, you know, you just can't put a price on something like that.
That's what got Dad started in 19. My grandpa bought a brand new A John Deere in Chabans here, 1938 A. So my grandpa and Dad farmed with that. It's a tractor my dad learned to drive on as a young child. And then 1961, they traded it off. So they had it since 38.
Yep.
61 traded it off. Well, years went by and probably not too much got thought about it, but then one of my dad's friends here locally, they thought, you know, those old tractors are kind of neat. We're thinking about those would be kind of fun to have some old John Deeres. Well, my dad's like, well, you know, we had that old John Deere. I wonder if I could find it. Long story short, 9 years later, 1970, my dad found it.
Great.
It had traded hands like 5 or 6 times. It had been left for dead down by the riverbank, and some parts had been robbed off of it. A guy tried to buy it for scrap metal, but the guy had traded it to a guy for a hog. So the guy didn't sell it for scrap metal. Some guy was.
You talking for a Harley hog or a real hog?
A hog, a pig, like a hog, you know. So long story short, my dad found the tractor. And he said, "Well, I really don't own it." And he goes, "I traded it for a hog, but the guy who I owe the money for the hog, maybe he'll sell it to you." So long story short, he got the tractor back, restored it, painted it, got it running, and in 1970, there's a picture of me standing next to it when I was 2 years old.
Awesome.
And then him and his buddy, that lit the fire. Well, I got an A, I need an A, I need a B, I need a G, I need a D, I need a GP. Then they started their collecting, and they had quite a friendship, and he had a son about my age, and we'd go to toy shows together and tractor shows together. And that old A is what started it all. And of course, that old A is out in the shed right now, and we've had it at our local show recently, and it's
awesome.
Runs like a champ, and it's that's kind of what started it, you know. But,
you know, in the collecting world, it's all about the people you meet along the way, and there's so many great people in this hobby, you know, and it's just, I just love it. I mean, you know, it's even in the auction business, you meet so many great sellers like yourself, and I just really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's kind of seeing the joy of somebody find a nice item. It ain't about the items, but it's still fun to see a guy get excited when he finds one.
Right.
Because it is about the memory of how you acquired it. And
Exactly.
who you met.
The people you met.
Yep.
Along the way.
But
No, this is a great collection, Dave. You know, I didn't mean to get off track on
Oh,
you.
no, that's good.
I tell you, I love the stories, so.
Yeah,
I
I do too.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And, but I think maybe now we just kind of start looking through, and I mean, I think we'll eventually make it back down here. Maybe we'll start upstairs and pick out some items, and then make our way back down here.
That sounds like a plan.
Kind of put together, you know, probably 350, like I said.
Yep, sounds good.
Lots, and
all right.
I think there'll be some happy campers with some of the items.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
When we come back, Roger continues his tour, and we follow the team to Montana.
Wow.
Got a shed full, Dave.
Got a shed full. Got them kind of intertwined in there, kind of strategically backed in, but yet they're parked in such a way that when it's time to get one out, you can get it out relatively quickly.
Right. Looking through here, man, there's a good variety. It looks like some original paint tractors in here. You got some repaints. You got just restored, I guess I should say.
Yeah, and then at first it might look like duplicates, but they're all significantly different. Like here we got a 52B. Right next to it's a 39B.
Yeah.
You know, so they both look like style Bs, but you know, those who know John Deere's and tractors understand the madness.
Right.
With the variations, you know. And they'll try to concentrate on either round spoke rims or, you know, the old flat spokes. Try to get the nice options as far as and like 3-point hitches and top links and fenders. And you don't see too many of this one.
Oh man, wide tread.
Yeah, it's, you know, that's
a wide.
I only made 440 of that one. That's the top steer wide tread.
Wow, that is a good one there.
Yeah, and like I say, once we get through the toys and the memorabilia and that, I'll have a better idea where I'm at on this. And but there's a good chance it'll be on the tractor auction. GP wide tread. It was Deere's first row crop, and a couple unique things about it is it's got the factory round spoke wheels. We've had that tractor to a show where the guy just wanted to buy the rear wheels. He already had the wide tread. He's like, "How much for the wheels?" Not for sale.
No.
But runs like a champ. They had a lot of side steer wide treads, the earlier one, but this last version where the steering came across the top, there's only about 440 of them that are built. Here's the oldest one in the building, 1925. Spoke flywheel D. Or this is a 35.
Yeah. Well, you got a nice spread through here. You even got a WD in the mix.
Yeah, there's always a little orange sprinkled in. This is my grandpa's original tractor.
Oh yeah?
This is the one that was bought new in Chevans in 1938.
Oh, okay.
The one that, I say, started it all.
Yeah.
I have the picture of me standing right by that belt pulley when I was 2 years old. But that's it.
Cool.
That's the one, so. When's the last time you did one of these things? Want to hear one?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
All right. This is the one sound that never gets old.
Nice one too.
This is one sound that never gets old. The crank of a 720 diesel 2 cylinder. Yeah, we kind of tried to focus. They're hard to find, but when we found nice ones, yeah. That 50 is about probably low hour tractor that I've ever came across. Wow. Wiggle that clutch lever once. There's no play.
Oh man, it's tight.
There's no play in that seat back. Even though it's tore, that's the original seat back. That's unheard of on a tractor from 1953.
I stumbled onto something here not too long ago. It was a repair kit for the old 2-cylinder seats. They sat on the counter display with the repair kits to fix those seats.
I seen one at Gathering the Green a few years ago, and it was already sold. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is cool.
Yeah.
Because they're so colorful.
Yeah, the display that set on the counter was really
So
cool.
colorful.
And this one I just stumbled onto and got was had the material and the foam and everything still.
Very fun. That's
Yeah,
a great
it's
piece.
pretty cool.
Good deal. Yeah.
That's a nice 520 too.
It is. It's well equipped. Fenders, 3-point
Yeah.
top link, air stack. Yeah.
Nice 4020.
Yeah.
Staying in the family probably.
Staying in the family. That's the son-in-law's tractor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going to pick out a few of them to
Yeah.
stay in the family. So.
Yeah, he's got a few acres. He grows sunflowers and sweet corn, and it's probably a bigger tractor than he needs, but it did my heart good to know he was interested in it,
That's right.
and I'll get to visit it. So.
Yeah, that's exactly
I'm
right.
even going to put new rubber on it for him.
Are you really? Yep. You're a good father-in-law.
Yeah, well, he's doing good so far. And the other thing I'm doing is I'm completing projects that me and Dad had talked about doing.
Okay.
We had talked about getting that wide front put on that diesel, so I did it.
Yep.
We talked about getting the rubber on this tractor. I'm going to do it. So I'm completing all the tasks that we talked about doing that we just didn't get to do. So that's kind of, it's important to me to do that.
Like you said, any of the stuff that you it won't hurt to sell at price either if you decide to sell it.
Yeah, right. That's right.
What you decide to sell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're gonna nice collection. You got a little 1010 over there.
Yeah, little 1010. This is probably the tractor we paraded the most because we pull a little trailer behind it.
Yep.
With pedal tractors on it. We'd have our friends, young kids, sitting on the pedal tractors, and we do all the local parades and throw candy or whatever. But this tractor runs so quiet and smooth, it didn't take away from the parade.
Yeah.
You know, you take a 2-cylinder, people are, it's noisy, people are hearing the tractor here. This thing could idle right down the parade route, and you could hear and think, and it was small, and it was nice. So probably the one we paraded the most.
A lot of good stuff in here, Dave. Another D.
Yeah, another D.
Yep. Style.
Yeah, got some good rubber on it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, all your tractors got good rubber on them for the most part, don't they?
For the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Probably gonna sell some of the signs, you think? Or?
Yeah. It's just a matter of which ones.
Yeah, you just gotta
There's
determine
a few
that.
things to determine.
Right.
Yeah. A few things to determine. Yep.
Yeah, got a good spread here, so.
Yeah, there's a couple in the other building too. we can look
Okay.
at.
Yeah, sure. I'll follow you.
That diesel smells good though.
Yeah, it does. It smells great.
It is still a few months before the auction, so David will have time to decide which tractors he'll sell and which ones he'll keep. The team is in Montana, finishing up the Harlan mailing collection. Harlan has an impressive collection of early tractors you don't see every day. Going through his collection is like flipping through the pages of the Encyclopedia of American Farm Tractors. The team spent a week pulling tractors out, getting them running, and photographing them for the online auction. It's been a long week, but their work is almost done. It's the last day and time to put everything back in the sheds. As they soon find out, sometimes getting them out is easier than putting them back in.
I think we're in pretty good shape now.
I can lie to you a little like this winter we finally
No, I think everything went pretty well.
Yeah, I do too. It's what we had to do.
Wasn't sure we were going to get them all back in, but
Keep crowning them tight enough, just like sticking tomatoes in a goddamn jar. Of course, you get the juice out. Get one more in there.
well, I don't think we could fit another one though. That's what, I was just looking around. I believe you used every bit of concrete you had.
Yeah, it's pretty well filled up. But at least whatever happened, the storm does storm that are inside.
That's right. That's right.
Most of them it wouldn't hurt, but some of them it would, you know. And depends on how bad it is. But you get a, hailstorm
big
with a
hailstorm.
60-mile-an-hour wind. And
Yeah.
You can take the roof off of this shit and everything else.
I'm sure we about. I know I'm wore out. I'm
sure you are.
I'm sure you are too. You've been here with us the whole time.
Well, I've been here, but that's about all I have to say.
And I was honestly amazed. The amount that we were able to get running, and the ease that it took. I mean, it wasn't. Weren't any kind of major hiccups. We had a few little, adjustments to be made, but yeah, it was all
no major wrecks.
No, and it had a good crew, and
Yeah, they had a hell of a good crew.
yeah,
Everybody went and done their thing, and
yeah.
we didn't get in the road. And everybody was doing something all the time, and that's what it takes.
That's right. That's
you
right.
don't. That's right. You're lucky enough to get that kind of a. You guys done a hell of a job.
Well, everybody always asks if I get paid to do this, so it's mostly hats and hot dogs is what I get.
Well, at least you got your tummy full on your head.
That's right.
Old boots wore up, water running in. If it ever does rain, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Get my Permatex out.
Yeah. And I'm sure, for you, we were, going around and finding all these and going through, and
that's been interesting to travel. I have to see a lot of country that I've never ever seen otherwise.
Well, and you were a mechanic by trade, so
Yeah.
getting to work on them, I'm sure it was a little bit of a break from working on the.
Oh yeah, that was my winter's occupation. Once I got my farming done, my machinery going through the shop, put away, then come the toys. And of course, I was run a commercial shop. And I decided that I had a bunch of these gathered up in the shed, and I wanted to do something with them. And I said, when I turn 65,
That's
the
it.
shop closes. Well, it made a lot of people kind of unhappy, but that's the way it is. I mean, I had my own life to live, and so that's, instead of working for somebody all the time, I mean, sure, I missed the income, but I got to play with my toys. And
That's right. Well, and you could have been golfing. At least you got these now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but anyway,
So, well, good deal. Well, we'll get out of your hair, and it's been fun.
well, I'm glad you got the job done. I'm
Yes, sir.
happy with it.
And we'll be back for, I guess I'll probably see you down at Crosby.
I guess it sounds like I'm elected to be down there.
Yeah. Bring the Sawyer down. We'll put a sign out in front of it, and then we'll
It won't hurt nothing, I guess.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to have a show here the next day or whatever, but people are going to have a hell of a time calling through here seeing what they want to see, but I guess hopefully they'll understand.
Yeah, they will. Everybody, I think everybody's going to be in awe. They're not even going to. They're just going to be climbing all over. So,
Hopefully somebody will get the money in their pocket.
oh yeah.
Alex will be back in a few months for the open house, where potential buyers can tour the collection and inspect items they want to buy. Next time, we tour an impressive collection in Iowa and work on a Holt jigsaw puzzle in California. With their work done, the Aumann team heads south to the Rapid City Airport. But when you're in South Dakota, you can't leave without seeing one of the most famous monuments in the United States,